Hey guys, welcome to this live emergency tarot tea time. Okay, so this actually came out like 3 days ago. And oh, disclaimer, I only have like 30 minutes until I have to go, but sometimes you just got to spill the tarot tea truth. You know what I mean? Okay, so if you guys come in here, it'd be great to say hi. But if you have to watch this later, that's perfectly fine because we gotta get this out. Okay. So I just saw that 3 days ago, apparently Shawn Mendes went on Jay Shetty. I have a feeling that a lot of you guys didn't see it either because we chit chat. Like, okay, I still can't. My mind is blown. So I just saw this, and I pulled up a little article that kind of summarizes the things that Sean said about Camila. So I want to read these things to you, and then I want to pull some cards and do a little reaction. Hi, Beth. How's it going? Oh my gosh. How are you? What are you up to? Beth, I'm reading on Sean. So here is what this Hype Bay article had to say about the tea that Sean was finally spilling on Camila. Okay, here's the headline. Shawn Mendes defends relationship with Camila Cabello. Now, this is following the Carpenter Mendes Cabello love triangle. Everybody said that after the VMAs, it was a little strange. There were reports that Shawn didn't interact with Sabrina or Camila, that he just left right after his performance. I'm not really sure what happened. We pulled our cards, we spilled our own tea on what we think happened. And basically, yeah, it was very similar to that. The cards were basically saying that he didn't interact, that he was kind of just keeping to himself, and that it was a little awkward when he did, like briefly. Okay, so here is what he said. I think Camila and I have just done the best job at preserving our private lives, Mendez told Shetty. I feel like she and I have just like worked extremely hard to just protect each other. I'm just lucky. She is an amazing human being. Immediately, fans revisited Cabello's comments about being cheated on in Technicolor. For those new to the chat, Cabello and Mendez are consistently on and off. During their roller coaster, Mendez was spotted out with pop singer Sabrina Carpenter. The alleged love triangle sparked new music, cue Taste by Carpenter. And just recently, there was a whole buzz because Camila Cabello did not sing the word taste in one of her other songs that she was performing. She specifically just kind of like put her finger over her mouth, and it was like, oh, she's being a little like very light shade, not towards Sabrina. I felt like it was towards the whole situation. So, people are kind of like, what are you talking about, Sean? So, following the uproar, Mendez took to Twitter to defend himself and later Cabello too. It's pretty intimidating to come online and be honest and vulnerable, considering how quickly our words can be twisted and used against us. But TBH, I really just care about having a real relationship with you guys. He's talking to his fans, where I got you and you got me, and all the rest is just noise. Hello, Sean. Welcome back. So, we've been saying on this channel that based on the astrology, based on the numerology, that Sean is, we knew he was going to be picking up speed. End of summer, end of fall. Looks like he's back. Looks like that's all coming true. And now I think he's back with a vengeance. He's actually saying that he wants to like talk to people about this. He's talking about his feelings on Jay Shetty. He's tweeting like he has re entered the chat. So here is one of the tweets that was put out just like, see, this is October 2nd. Somebody said they don't play about each other. He said, no, we don't. Talking about he and Camila. Another tweet from October 2nd. From someone named just at Brian. I think you need to listen to this song. And then he put Godspeed. Sean did not respond to that. He did interact with some other fans, but this is interesting. I want to pull some cards and just check in on him, how he's doing. Okay, wait. Tracy says he did this interview 2 months ago, early August. Okay, Tracy. Well, I went to Jay Shetty's YouTube channel, and there was a post from 3 days ago. So maybe he did more than one? I don't know, Tracy. It looked like this one actually was 3 days ago. Beth says, I'm good. Oh no, the hurricane Helen hit part of my state, but my family and I are very safe. Oh, Beth, I'm so happy to hear that you're okay. I hope you're well and Michael too. Thank you so much, Beth. We're sending you a lot of love. I'm sure that was stressful, even though you guys are all okay. Just my heart goes out to everybody who was going through that and is still experiencing that hardship. That is just beyond stressful. So, I'm just happy you're okay, Beth. Tracy says Camila liked his Jay Shetty post and tweet about don't play. Oh my God, Tracy. T. Shawn is super wand boy. Yes, Beth. He got caught and now he's begging for her forgiveness. Beth, yes, yes, yes. I agree 100%. Let's see if the tarot T agrees with us because that's what I'm getting too. It's like everything was exposed and now it's like he's coming back being like, "What do you guys think?" Like, and I'm gonna spill my heart. And I do think that he and Camila are cool because I think that they really do have a lot of love for each other. I mean, we've been talking about that on the channel, so I want to make sure these are all fully scrambled. We've been talking about that on the channel, and if you guys haven't seen my deep dive into them that I did, I think about a month ago, please check it out. I'll be sure to link it in the description after this stream, but we got a lot of info about them. We looked into their birth charts, we looked into their cards, and it's giving karmic relationships, soulmate, twin flame, learning a lot of lessons from each other. So here we go again, right? It's like we keep ping ponging back and forth. Now it does seem like with Godspeed, Camila was moving forward, and he did say that they communicate all the time about like everything. But to me, the VMAs, I don't know, it didn't seem like they were communicating then. So, did he come out and say this because he wants to patch things up? Beth, I think you might be right on that. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull some cards. Chrissy says it was recorded in August but was viewed yesterday. Jay held it until yesterday. Okay, thank you for the clarification, Chrissy. Okay, so Chrissy and Tracy are on it. All right, nice. You guys have some tea. Okay, so I wonder if things change then. That makes it even more confusing. And by the way, from the podcaster's side, this is what's difficult about having to keep a schedule because sometimes you can't spill the tea as it comes out. Because that would have been helpful to get that interview before Godspeed came out. Am I right? Hey, Sage Moon. Oh my gosh, welcome. Hey, guys. I hope y'all are doing well, having a good day. We had to sometimes you got to spill the tea in the middle of the day? Okay. So let's see what's going on with Shawn. First of all, that timeline adds a little bit of a different spice to it. So let's just see what comes through. Why did Shawn, at the time that this was recorded, I guess in August, why did Shawn allegedly decide to open up about Camila? Like, what was his motivation? Because he has been. Okay, that card flew out. I'm gonna stop talking and start reading. Two of Wands in reverse. This is, oh my God, you guys, this is about the future. Fear of the future. In reverse, this is, we do have Wands here, Beth, but this is not, this is like having doubts about your future. So this would be someone who is like, okay, I better get out there and, re enter the chat because if I don't, are people going to forget about me? It's like, because you have the whole world in your hands. So this is about someone who has status, who has popularity, but in reverse, they're afraid of losing that. So the motivation here is to kind of get people back in support of him. And that's interesting because actually in that tweet, he did say that. He was like, I got you and you got me, like to his fans. When he really did, disappear for a while to take care of his mental health, which that makes sense. Glad he did that rather than have like a breakdown. But I think rightfully so, he's concerned that the world keeps turning and he needs to be sure that he's a part of it if he doesn't want to get kind of left behind. So, okay, makes sense. So the motivation, it's not giving romantic, at least at that time. This is more about him, his career, his image. He did mention in the interview that he and Camila will talk about what they're about to put out there out of respect for each other before they do it. Now, if this was filmed before Godspeed came out, I wonder if she let him know because there were rumors that there was another cheating thing that happened. in the summer. Like, after they hung out at Copa America, he, like, left right away, and she was posting all these, like, sad, TikToks, and people were thinking that maybe it was about Shawn. It did seem that way. So let's just see if we can clarify the timeline a little more. So did Camila communicate with Shawn, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, before she put out Godspeed? Because that was one of the things he talked about that they always do to, like, stay respectful of each other and respect each other as artists. So let's see. Did Camila communicate with Shawn before Godspeed? The Emperor. Let's get a clarifier here. This is like, mm, I don't know if she did. 7 of Swords, she didn't. Okay, I did not feel like she did. So this is, man. So the Emperor is like someone who is powerful, but also they can be a little bit overly particular or like controlling about certain aspects of their life, because they're like the emperor on the throne. They kind of want things the way they want them. And Sean has actually talked about that being one of his struggles. He was also an 8 energy birthday, and 8 energy can come through as the emperor. And every birthday, every number, every zodiac sign has these, like, a downside, right? Things that we have to overcome. For him, I would say that it can be overthinking and wanting things to be a very specific way. I think she actually didn't reveal that. She just put it out, 7 of Swords, because this was something that she already knew that he wasn't going to like, because it was very just, like, to the point. Like, Godspeed, like, we're done. I don't know. Maybe she's also growing out of that communication thing, feeling like maybe we don't need to always communicate everything with each other, because I don't know if he always communicated everything with her when he started to, be with other girls and whatever. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. So I think that there has been more of a breakdown in communication since this interview came out. Maybe that's why he's wanting to communicate with his fans more too, because he wants a little more support. Interesting. Okay, what are you guys saying? Chrissy says Camila posted her behind the scenes on Godspeed. She said the song is not about any situation, no boy, no love. It's about her. Okay. Well, I mean, Sean, okay. Tracy says, Sean, some of his upcoming songs are about Camila and Godspeed. It's not about Sean. Hey, T, we can all have our opinions. I think that sometimes it can probably feel really vulnerable, and her life, her journey where she is today, well, she was saying Godspeed to something. Maybe that version of her. I call BS on Camila saying it wasn't about Sean. I'm with you, Beth. I agree. Just my gut feeling, mine too. And when I did that other reading, that's what I got. We're all entitled to our opinions, of course. But, my opinion was same. I agree, Beth. That's what I got from the reading. That's what I got from that deep dive video. And I still feel that today. I think that Sean was a part of a lot of just like an era of her life. So I can see that she was probably telling the truth about how it was about many things. It was about her whole persona, her mindset. And I think that Sean was a part of that old version when she had that new moon. Was it the new moon? Was it the Virgo new moon? And she had something happen in her 5th house of Virgo. I think it was a new moon or full moon, either the new or full moon. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, which is so annoying. But she had that happen, and it was right around the VMAs. And I felt like that was her starting a new chapter. So, there's probably a lot of things that she's leaving behind. But I do feel personally that Shawn is a part of that, whether she wants to talk about it or not. Okay. Let's see. Camila said Godspeed was the first song she wrote, not on the album, because it was not part of CXOXO. It's interesting that she released it, the timing, all of it. Okay, Tracy says the way he was describing Camille in the interview sounded more than friends, and some of his new songs wanted. Yeah, that's what I got too, and that's why I think a lot of people were like, "Wait, are they together or like what's going on?" I mean, Sean, Godspeed was written about the time. She broke up with Austin. Okay, Tracy. I respect it. I respect that it could absolutely apply to that. Okay. So let's pull some cards about Shawn's current feelings, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. His current feelings now, because the timeline is fuzzy on the Jay Shetty interview. Maybe it was in August. I don't know. So let's see. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, how does Shawn Mendes currently feel about Camila Cabello? Ooh, the cards are jumping. The Magician in reversed. I don't think he's happy. And again, just because you're not happy with someone, it doesn't mean you don't still love them. But I think that he's looking at her as so the magician energy, this is someone who can create out of like thin air. This is someone creative. I think that he feels in reverse, he feels that she's created something that I think bothered him or hurt his feelings or stressed him out. I do think that that's probably why he's becoming more vocal, trying to get back out there, reconnect with his fans. I don't think that he wants to be seen in a negative light because, again, at the end of the day, this is his job. This is how he makes his money. And I mean, I think he's done a lot of healing work. I think he's in a good place, ready to get back out there, face the music, if you will. But I just think that there are things that are very real about his connection with Camila that are wrapped up in their art and in what they release. And I think that he's disappointed. I think he's disappointed. I think he felt hurt. And if they really didn't engage with each other at the VMAs, then that could also be something, about this disappointment. Okay. So allegedly for entertainment purposes, yes, yes, Beth. Camila is Shawn's muse. If they never reunite, she will always be his person slash passion and muse. That's what I think too, Beth. And that's how I felt from the interview. That's what it looked like from the interview with Jay Shetty. It was like the way he spoke so highly of her. I mean, it's like a soulmate love. But he said like their day to day, it doesn't really work. So it's like who they are as people, it like doesn't work. They have too many things that they want that are different from one another. So it created like too much conflict, but there's love there. That's kind of what I took away from how he described Camila. But I do think he's disappointed in some of the recent actions. And this is creativity because this is manifestation, the magician. He feels disappointed. Okay. So what about how does Camila feel about Shawn? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. How does Camila feel about Shawn now? Like after that interview, after the VMAs, after Godspeed came out, like how does she feel now? Shawn said he protects their little fire of love. Chrissy said, I saw that too, Chrissy. I was like, "Ooh, what? The flame never dies." It's like, oh my God. Also, Venus is in Scorpio right now. Transformation, deep love, the underworld. Just saying. Yeah, this came out right now for a reason. Okay. Anyway, so how Camila feels, allegedly. Eight of Wands, things up in the air. Yeah, that makes sense. Up in the air. Also, we have the 8 energy here, which I also was talking about with Shawn. That's, his birthday energy, 8 of Wands. I mean, this is like feeling passionate, but up in the air, but not wanting to engage or make a decision. Let's get a clarifier on that. Oh, before we go, I actually have to go in like 2 minutes. Okay, let's get a clarifier. Sorry, you guys. This is just like a quickie. Just wanted to pull a couple cards and see what was going on. Clarifier on 8 of Wands, please. How Camila feels about Shawn, allegedly. Judgment. Yeah, she's up in the air because she's already made her judgment. And whether we think Godspeed was about Shawn or not. I'm in the camp that it was, but hey, it just as likely could be that it was not. However, I do think that she's already made her judgment about the situation, about what's healthy for her, about the relationship. And I think that she is moving on. She is moving forward. She had that rebirth in her fifth house of love, romance, and creativity. And I think that she's ready for new experiences, new people, new things. And I do think that when there's like a soulmate tie or, however you want to think of the relationship between Shawn and Camila, it's almost like when one of the people starts moving on, that's when the other one starts talking about the little flame of love, you know what I mean? So, I feel like he wants to pull her back in because he can sense that she's really moving on, and I think that she is keeping things very vague with him, staying really up in the air because she's already made her judgment to do what's best for her. So, yeah, I think Sean's concerned in a nutshell, to sum it up, I think Sean is concerned about the future of his career. He wants to get back into the world, back into the industry. We're going to see a lot more of him, I think. He's going to be moving and shaking. This was the first of many interviews that he's going to be doing and that he's just done in the recent past. I think he's about to start going on tour as well. So, we're going to see a lot more from him, hear a lot more from him. He'll be back in the public eye. Camila, I think that she has been distancing herself from him, and I think that's made him a little disappointed. And I think it's because she has made a judgment on excuse me, on what's best for her and is ready to move on. And I support that. And hopefully, Sean is also doing what's good for him and moving forward, connecting with his fans, wishing Camila well, maybe not talking about the fire of love so much and just kind of moving on also. But that is the tarot tea on that little situation. Thank you guys so much for joining me and for coming in here. This was a lot of fun. Let's see, what are you guys saying before I go? Oh my God. 10-foot pole, keep away, run, Camila, run. Beth, yeah. I I think as far as the romance goes, yes, I agree. Just don't Don't keep putting yourselves through it, you know what I mean? Like, if it was meant to be, it would have already been. I do think it's karmic. They're learning a lot. They've learned a lot from each other, but just kinda keep it there. You know what I mean? Oh my god, Rio was a success in Brazil for him. Oh, that's so good, Chrissy. That's so nice. Chrissy says they will be friends forever and have communication, whether it be romantic or not. Well, I think that's beautiful, and hopefully they can keep it there. I think that when they stay friends and they keep it on that level, it's positive and healthy. It seems like they just kind of hurt each other because, when they try to make it romantic because it's just not, meant to be or where they're at right now in life. So hopefully they just keep supporting each other, stay on the up and up, and that's that. But all right, you guys, thank you for joining me. I love you so much, and I hope you're having the best day and the best post solar eclipse energy. Just a little reminder, this is a great time right now, today, the rest of this week, next week, to start something new, start something fresh, especially in that Libra house that rules the house that rules Libra in your chart. So just let's do this. Love you guys. Have a good rest of the day. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Aw, thank you. Thanks, Beth. See you soon.